said in the new year, this is your goal and all that. That's why I picked it. Maybe I should share it with you. It's really not really relevant, but at the same time, you know, maybe to some. They said that Umba guy, Peter Umba, has been doing well in Enugu. I don't know if it's all over Enugu. He's been installing public water project in the state capital that is so visible. It's been, Emma Amufu. It's this community where Fulani terrorists brought to the limelight a few months back, where they killed innocent farmers, remember? So now they showed us the completed 21.7 kilometer road, and it looks kind of like, nice. Then, it spoke more about what it intends to do this year to give the Enugu something to look forward to. So I added it to our conversation, but I'm feeling like, is it going to be relevant? Or since we are almost at the end of the whole program, right? Listen to what I mean.
Enugu, the start of a new year is much an opportunity for introspection, as it is about nurturing dreams. We can look back with pride at the scale of achievements and look forward to the coming year with optimism, and not be intimidated by the length of to-do list we have set for ourselves. From the outset, we demonstrated a strong resolve to ensure that no one was left out in the cold, looking in from the outside, desperate to be let in. The economic opportunities we're creating are all embracing. That stems from our belief in the old saying that we're only as strong as the weakest amongst us. The high expectations that have arisen as a result of the successes of the outgoing year are understandable. We cannot afford to temper your expectations with excuses or by lowering our deliverables. So, as we behold the dawn of a new year, we can rest assured that there will be no tamping down on the social and economic re-engineering we have set off across Enugu State. We went through 2024 with the sprightly dash of a sprint runner. 2025 will be no different. There will be no slowing down to catch our breath, because our resolve to transform Enugu State has imbued us with the endurance of a marathon runner. In a few days' time, we will witness the formal commissioning of some major capital projects, from completed smart green schools to the breathtaking International Conference Center, primary healthcare centers that expound quality medical care to the remotest locations in our state, as well as several kilometers of urban and rural roads, and bus terminals designed to restore order and dignity to our public transport. These are significant projects, but they are just a minuscule representation of our larger vision for Enugu State. This year, the doors of our smart schools will open across the entire state, bringing almost in a literal sense a world of opportunities to our children's classrooms. Through our fully functional smart schools, we have caught glimpses of the wholesome transformation that children will experience when exposed to a range of practical and impactful learning. We can only marvel at the likely impact as more students are brought into the pool that guarantees an education that is fit for purpose and a skill set that has sufficiently prepares them for the evolving global workplace. So by September, every child from age 3 to 15 in our smart green schools will have access to world-class free education, complemented with a free nourishing meal daily. Ndi Enugu, our vision to make Enugu a premier destination for business, tourism, and living, and indeed grow it into a $30 billion economy is not a mere notional dream, They gradually concretize as we continue to launch bold projects and ideas that meet the aspiration of sons and daughters of Enugu and the expectation of those who know its true potential. We had long seemed content with initiatives that yield outcomes that were at best marginal and which barely generated the real growth that can launch Enugu into a modern economy. The year 2025 will witness the extension of the frontiers of development as we take it literally to the last mile, where the provision of basic amenities can be taken for granted by everyone. Indeed, the dawn of a new year is often characterized by personal resolutions and goals. Let us not be so consumed by personal pursuits to such extent they render us insensitive to the needs of others.
No. I think that's what kind of like attracted me to the speech. Is a smart school. There's been videos, pictures of hundreds of these schools that are being constructed across Enugu State. If it is not propaganda, that's some, some level of, some moves, some bold moves. And then promising that the schools are going to be free education for the children makes me interested. All right. Even though, I know about that. I know that it is the same Peter Oba, the guy that forged his own certificates, NYSC certificate. I think that's the certificate he forged. And the same guy that was rigged in Enugu. I didn't forget all of that. I just kind of like, I don't know, something just got me to watch the video. I barely watched them, right? But something got me to watch. I was like, okay, he's talking about education, he's talking about children, he's talking about some other developmental goals and all that. But that's not bad. And there is a record of some of those things he's already done. When I say record, like, you can fact check them. Similarly, in Oyo State, where she is giving his own speech as well. That one is a little bit like,
What a year 2024 was. Our resilience as a people has been tested almost to the limit. We have faced economic challenges and social tragedies that have been a direct or indirect result of these challenges. We were shocked by the 16 January 2024 Bodija incident. We reacted by signing Executive Order 001, 2024, on the safe handling and storage of harmful substances within Oyo State. We also took steps to give support to those who were primarily affected by this incident. We will give them even more support this 2025. In December 2024, disaster again struck in our dear state, as we lost 35 children to a stampede at Islamic High School, Basharum. We're still mourning this great loss. Throughout the year, we struggle with economic challenges as a nation. Inflation rates reduced our spending power and dragged more people into poverty than were able to help escape poverty. Our hearts are heavy. Still, we're thankful. These tragedies have forced us as a government to go back to the drawing board and take a second look at our strategies, policies, and programs. For example, following the Bodija incident, we took actions that further secured the lives of our people. We're more determined to put further measures in place to ensure that incidents like this never occur again. The economic difficulties also spurred us to take further actions to pull our people out of poverty. We invested in making Oyo State an economic hub, making our environment more ideal for the private sector to thrive. We welcome Africorp Consortium and Shell Nigeria Gas into Oyo State, completed and commissioned the first phase of our independent power plant, a public-private partnership with Electron Energy, and flagged off the second agribusiness industrial hub construction at Erua. Indeed, despite the pain we feel regarding the tragedies that befell us last year, we are thankful. We are grateful as we submit ourselves to God's will and confront whatever further obstacles that may come our way. For He is faithful, and He has said He will not allow any temptation to come upon us beyond what we can bear. But along with the temptation, He will make a way for us. So with this confidence, we look forward to a 2025 that will be a turnaround for us personally and as a people. As an administration, we look forward to doing more for our people. We're determined to take actions that will increase your spending power and ease the economic strain you're currently facing. We commit to being less reactive and more proactive. This is why we have mandated appropriate agencies to sensitize our people more about their duties and responsibilities. This will lower the possibility of these avoidable disasters. We're thankful for the opportunity to see a new year. I wish you a happy new year and a very prosperous 2025.
Pastor Sheyi, you know, that's one thing about inflation. Inflation is enemy of the people, enemy of growth. But Tinubu brought you to inflation and devaluation. Inflation in the sense that their policies continues to devalue your currency, and a devalued currency is like a devalued life. Okay? It's unfortunate that they know how much impact this kind of political decisions or policies have on the people, on businesses. So there's no chance that any of you are going to be lifted out of any poverty. You will be reading fake figures and you'll be wondering, how come these figures are not impacting on our lives? How come all these fake figures they are releasing are not impacting positively on our businesses? It is because economy, you can't use propaganda to run an economy. If the economy is good, you will feel it. Okay? Nobody needs any propaganda to tell you that things are getting better. No. You will feel it. And that is why when Tinubu and his hired goons, they are doing everything to convince you that everything is getting better. You ask yourselves and say, but how? We can't feel it. Rather, we are feeling it harder. And they say, hey, don't worry, give it time. So in 2025, it is going to get worse. Even though individualism in Nigeria is a thing, I am not cursing you. I am telling you the economic reality. All right? But individualism is that majority of you are going to kind of believe that things are better as long as you can pay your bills. Now, if I can pay my own bill, if I can feed my family, so who am I to say things are not better? It is a Nigerian thing. To them, as long as they are fine, whoever is not fine, that's your problem. It is a Nigerian thing. And that is why a lot of them won't even agree with you that things are getting worse. They will tell you that in this 2024, I bought a new car. In this 2024, I finished my second house. In this 2024, I have traveled to 5 countries. So what do you mean by things are hard? I don't believe that. It is called individualism. It is a Nigerian thing. Some said it is a human thing, but maybe it is. But yeah, it is more pronounced in Nigeria than other places. Because if things are not happening to them, it is probably not happening. Okay? The only time I believe that things are not working is when I am unable to pay my rent. Or I am unable to fuel my tank. The tank of my car. Then I can say, I'm on this country. This country is a very, very, I say, what's happening? Can you believe it? I used to spend just 15,000 naira to fuel my car. Today, I had to spend 95,000 naira. What kind of a country is this? Okay, you're angry because now you spend more fueling your car. Right. So that means the country is very bad now. Is it? Yes. What kind of a country is this? It's like that man who was stopped. He was going. Said, excuse me, sir. Is everything all right, sir? Don't ask me, is everything all right? What kind of a country is this? So what happened, sir? What really happened? Can you imagine? Somebody came to my shop and he bought the goods worth 12 million naira. Say, okay. And can you believe that 600,000 naira of that money is fake money? How can anybody come to a shop and spend 600,000 naira fake money? Say, wow, that's a very bad thing. That's a very, very bad thing. That's evil. In a business that we barely make profit of 300,000 naira, somebody spent 600,000 naira fake money. Say, wow, that's evil. Sir, where is that 600,000 naira fake money now? I've spent it. Sir, yeah, I've spent the money. You spend the 600,000 naira. Yes. What do you want me to do? What kind of a country is this? What kind of country are we living in? He don't spend his fake money already. But he's angry. Fake anger. It doesn't affect them. It doesn't exist. It's not happening. And similarly, when people say people are being kidnapped and ransoms are being paid, they will automatically turn around and say, but I don't believe that they are a which kidnapper. Oh, I don't believe. About the day a member of their family is kidnapped, you will now see like it's going to be the end of the world. Well, they kidnapped my family member. Can you believe that? They're asking us for 20 million ransom. What kind of a country is this? So if it's not happening, if it doesn't happen to them, it's not happening. Okay. So maybe in 2025, we can all drop individualism. It is going to go a long way. Take a look at these 4 guys, right? They are bloggers in Nigeria, okay? So they wrote about the poor service of the GTBank, Guaranteed Trust Bank. And rather than the bank to look into what they published, the bank now called in the police to pick all of them up. Since September 2024, police locked them up, even though they have been forced to delete what they published about the poor service of the bank. The police is now charging them for cyberbullying, cybercrime, and they have been in detention since September 2024. Another person, this guy wrote a petition to the police that the Nigerian police should investigate the GTBank CEO and his activities, which he put in his petition. But rather than the police to go and investigate, police declared him wanted. Okay? He is declared wanted. He's the only person declared wanted in 2024. And they said he's declared wanted for criminal investigations. That is Nigeria for you. So I'll pray for you that may you not be the victim of that contraption. May Nigeria not happen to you in 2025. And to those that Nigeria will happen to in 2025, may you live to tell your stories. The contraption is a lawless place, and it will always claim its victims. But my prayer is very simple. If you become a victim, may you live long enough to tell the story. And hopefully, the oppressors you see today, the time is coming soon that you shall see no more. The protest you witnessed in 2024 of hunger, bad governance, is a tip. In 2025, it is going to be more. and brutal as well. I do not want to put you on the spot, but I'll leave it to that. I don't want to be a prophet of doom, as they say. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I am taking my family to Belfast tomorrow, just to go away for a day. You know, I don't know, maybe it's because of the drive, the ferry. We're going to enter a ferry, you know, with our car and all that, enjoy the trip, have some Irish food, go around and watch everywhere that we can, just sightseeing and all that. And then that means I am not going to see you again until Saturday. That's going to be on the 4th of January. Thank you so much for sharing your evening with me again. I am going to see you later. Until then, remember, this is again to say Happy New Year. I'm glad that you made it. So this shall be a wonderful year for us and adventurous as well. There is so much that we are going to unpack. And yeah, I have a New Year resolution, by the way. One of my New Year resolution is I am going to travel the world this year. So I may be coming to your city, to your town, anytime soon. So I am going to actually leave my own space for the first time in years. I want to see the world. I don't know when I'm going to die, even though I don't want to die now anyway. But yeah, I just want to see the world. That is my own New Year resolution. Whatever yours is, just make sure you go for it. Yeah, do go for it. Because before we die, it is ideal for us to live first. Make sure you live first before you die. But before we die anyway, we shall do our part to try and live this world better than we met it. So it's been a wonderful experience knowing all of you on Mayegun's Diary Politico. And as I am going to avoid Nigeria, I promise you. My friend who was in Nigeria and his Nigerian passport that he gave to the immigration officer, when they are returning the passport to him, the guy had to kind of add this. Why is the person putting his OPay number to my friend? For my friend to what? To go and top his OPay card, OPay account for him. So I avoid Nigeria. So don't expect me. But to others, I may be in your city soon. Thank you. And stay safe. Good night to you all. Odaro. Marrying Saturday.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
àní máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Mayegun ti dé.